it's actually a fairly risky pick, I feel like, for Bjergsen to have the Cinder there in the mid lane.
So it looks like every single player on every single team has some.
Gotta go.
All right, well, Black Shield is available. He's got to get somehow past Cody's son. Black Shield is late. He laid on the Black Shield. The Featherstorm could come through. Jumps away with the explosive cast. Grabs first blood. Cody's son just barely got his flashback. Still goes down.
To the bottom side, and now they have a little bit more information to work with.
Valpro's away from the bind now. The quickness is in. They've got a lot of damage, and Ole pops the Black Shield, stays alive, gets the ulti in as well. Forces them right back out, but now low health on double is forced to ulti away with the Featherstorm. With the rocket jump to chase, here comes Galio, and the TP flank for Cho'Gath. There is no way out for the TSM duo. This could be the first kill in for Immortals. They knock him down. Ole lands the binding. Now 2 alone under the turret. They're gonna knock down Pobelter, push him into the wall. Haunter ends them with the setup. Low health, and Haunter with the boulder toss knocks one down. A 1-for-1 under the turret. Here comes Bjergsen. Immortals not a lot of ways out. Jumping back in, looking to knock down the mid lane. Another bind's gonna land. The knockback, Cody's gets the kill and the reset, and Ole gets out. But Cho'Gath not gonna stay alive. The Void Monster gonna be knocked down by Haunter. 2 for 2 so far in this fight, and out goes the retreat.
Yep, they're not done yet. One boomerang slow does land, but the binding also.
Watch back as we go to the bot lane.
Persist.
Pretty much auto nearly kills the turret. Here comes the re-engage. No Black Shield behind, gets popped right away. Cody's son trying to run, and he barely flashes it away. The chase in, and Biofrost flashes in for the Gleaming Quill, and the auto attack for the kill. Now the re-engage as the Immortals want in. They will get the stun on a 1. But do they have the damage after the bind? They do not. So a 1-for-0 clean fight for TSM. The re-engage, they found Ole. The explosive cast pulls them back in. An absolute beauty out of TSM. Looking for a third, but Pobelter able to walk away.
On the turret, it is dangerous. Smithy looking for an angle.
Waiting to defend if he has the damage of it, going right back in onto Svensker and forced to flash away, but he's knocked under the turret, and a trade kill comes in for Immortals, making it 2-for-1 overall. Flash away, just barely served.
That's causing Immortals the extra pressure.
Smithy was spotted. Now they see Sven onto this one, 2v2, and this one now a knock-up in towards Doublelift. Here comes the Hero's entrance as well. They get the knock-up, but no damage on the Xayah so far. The re-engages. Bjergsen has joined the fight as well, and the first one comes in for Doublelift, the trade kill. As both junglers have fallen into this one, TP gonna be canceled out of the Cho'Gath. Flame wanted to join, but Wolfensana went top.
Another window.
He's gonna look for the threat. Pobelter wants to push back the Haunter Gnar and does so, and buys enough time to clear the wave away. The turret just barely is in, and the Gank came in, and Ole just died. The Unleashed
will be about the initiation. I think that's why we haven't
Glory.
seen a fight in a while. They want the reliability.
They're gonna dunk in, and Double's gonna force to be jumping away with his flash. That is summoning spell down. Pobelter's gonna go for the stun right again onto Sven, forcing the flash out of the Gragas as well. But this one gonna land, but it's still a very tanky Pobelter. Haunter waiting in the wings. He's gonna be jumped on. The hop goes back and forth, and the giant quickness coming through as well. The tank's still very durable in the front line, but they're going back into that one. The dunk coming through as well, and of course Doublelift out of disengage. Look at the damage output. They've knocked down 2. TSM picked them up. The flash to follow with the escape out of Immortals. Still 3 alive.
No smite to be had. This looks like Baron for TSM.
Completely clean, 9-4 in kills. Baron picked up 28.5 minutes in. Even the clean smite out of Svensker into the jungle.
He does have the static shiv now, so he's going to be able to get bottom lane, but mid lane is the target.
There's the flash, the jump engage. They look at the Shogun. Look at the damage up with Flame. Not quite going to fall, though. Explosive cast. Still not enough, and he will stay alive for now. The re-engage, the taunt, the root onto the turret. Do they have the output, though? They don't have Cody's son just yet. He finally joins the fight, but Ole's dead, and so is Pobo. The 2-for-0 redemption buys even more, and TSM yet another 2-for-0. Almost getting the kill, and Cody's son might just burn down, but the limited damage, not quite enough.
Saved by nice vow from Smithy, but TSM knows exactly when to strike. They see Cody's son on the other side. He is
Want to take more.
Yeah, they still have Pobelter down and no Galio ultimate.
4v5 going to be a hard fight to be had. Stun's going to land on Smithy, stays alive for
The
now.
only thing that they have to worry about right now, TSM want to come for the second inhibitor, and they will get it.
It's going to be a 5v4 because Haunter knocked down Flame below half HP and kind of earned them the priority on that side of the map.
An Ardent Sensor who's not there to shield them.
Smithy's low on health, but he does have the Flag and Drag if he wants to go for a steal. There's no vision right now, though, and here comes the chase in. Balfrost wants him. Black Shield going to Flag and Drag away, meaning they can go for this one. The rushdown's going to be there. The smite's going to land, and Flame couldn't get there in time. So now a 5v5 with the Baron buff on. The first kill to Rakan, though, and Flame is tanky. Gets the chop and buys a bit of time. 4v4 now the type. The fight keeps going. Pobelter in the front. Cody's son not touched as well, but who can get more damage from the marksman is now Immortals forced to run, but Pobelter slowed down with a Frozen Mallet. He will die for this one, and a 4v3 on the map. Immortals forced to run away. Smithy, Cody's son, and Ole now forced to defend their base. 2 inhibs down, and the TP coming in. Haunter wants to close down the base. Cody's son gonna look for a pick on a Sven. Gonna rocket jump forward, look for the kills. Not quite gonna get it in the duel. Gonna be won by Double. The rest of the damage is there, and it's just time to close out the game. There's Baron buff super minions, and Haunter will walk them into the Nexus. TSM certainly going to secure game 1 of this series.
What an opening game here for TSM. very controlled through the mid game, and they will be the victors.
3 to go.
Game jungler either, so a little bit of a mid-game spike that Immortals is going to be looking for.
Into match.
Also, Ole is going to be working overtime on this
Gold from the Krugs and the Raptors, so Xmithy trying to make the most of having pushing mid lane against Zach.
Body Slam comes in, they get the dunk, and they get the first blood as well. Look at that, Xmithy getting the kill to Flame in the top lane. Gold game right now, and Sven waiting in the wings. He's going to find Flame. Nice little juke in the auto attack. Means not a lot of follow through. Gets rid of the passive, and here comes Corky, and he gets pushed right back in though with the let's bounce, pulls him to the turret, stays alive. Xmithy now part of the fray. But be careful. TP up, you can't kill him.
Towards the turret, but there were minions there already.
Hanser flash on, they got him in turret range. Absolute perfection out of Hanser. That was so immaculate. The train kill comes in, but watch out, the CC's coming across, and it's 4 kills coming up. The ulti in doesn't really matter. A 3-for-1 advantage. TSM, they completely cracked them.
Between the two turrets.
Flame still wants to battle up against Hanser in this one. Going to see what kind of damage he can deal, because now Smithy's in the fray, and he's going to start stacking up the possible stuns. The flash and chase with the W, they're going to get the damage out, but the stun going to break as well. And despite the ulti pop, he's got no way out. I believe the ulti even popped for Smithy to guarantee it comes through.
Yeah, he was getting the
He who makes the first move, and those situations can be punished. There goes Sven.
Blocks off the Valkyrie, but doesn't land the knockback just yet. Looks for the next play, though. Pulls an Xmithy. Here comes the big trade in towards Belter. But of course, flash out. The stun's going to land, though. They're going to land it all together. The TP is up, though. They can buy some time. Do they use it? Yes, they do. Teleports come in from both, actually. And they're going to see what happens in the bot lane now as he chops up one, but can't get the kill. The trade on the Zac in the mid lane did come through, but at the end of the day, it's TSM again. But they've still got to use that gold at some point. They haven't backed in a while. A bit of a stun and a Biofrost, so the chase continuing for Xmithy. No ulti quite yet available. The slows are landing. They might get in the flash force. The dunk, though, still going to come through from downtown. Flame takes him out.
They're going to have force to channel, and then as Immortals was trying to join,
and they're going to catch him again. Hot out in the top river. Zac. One with the earth. Going to be back up before too terribly long. They just can't rush Baron just yet. Looks to be engaged, though. Actually, Sven wants in. Gets a bit of damage, knocks them together. Here comes the charm, the knockup as well. The rest of the team going to join in. TP coming in just now for Flame. Do they have the damage over the big storm? Going to rage on, do plenty of damage. Sven right back into the mix yet again. Featherstorm knocked out, and now into Blobblitz. Hanser already part of the mix. And the front line taking plenty of damage. Going to knock him down. Yes, 1 kill on his Sven. And the dunk into the back line. They get a double kill out for Belter. Looking for a second championship, but a knockup there. The re-engage for Hanser. Looks for the stun. Does pick up Ole. Running away, but he's going to still lose his life, and now Biofrost's going to fall. 4-1 advantage Immortals.
That's exactly what
their time during that fight as well. Flame holds his Cataclysm until exactly the right moment, and they get 4 kills plus the Baron.
They know there's no threat. Doublelift doing the best he can with his time to push down mid. He does actually manage to knock down mid outers as falls, but a smite comes through for Xmithy, and a Baron picked up his early. Gonna get a lot of damage on this one. Turret down to 2/3 so far. Who wants to engage from TSM? Pretty much nobody. Is Baron timing out in a few seconds. But they finish the turret in time. The engage comes across. They found Corky. They've got him. The shutdown comes through into Belter, and it's now the fight. 5v4. Can they get more? Cataclysm comes across, but Bjergsen getting the kill on Cody's son. Only 3 left alive. Another knockup in for Biofrost, but it's Ole on the wings trying to buy some time. Now the disengage for the IMT tanks. Ole stop him. He's not going to go for it just yet. And they're going to get the elastic slingshot to come out. He is going to dive into this one. Here comes the team fight. Flame's going to disengage. Nice knock him out of the back lane. They pull in Ole. The Cataclysm to pull him right back in. Look at the damage of it. They've knocked down Biofrost. But the fight continues with Ole dropping out of health. But no, a double kill first. In the back lane, traded back. It's all the damage on a Hanser. Staying alive, but it's Cody's son still able to hit. And he's killed everybody on this one. Only 2 dead for Immortals. The ace coming through cleanly, and Baron is a formality.
Full stack Rage Blade Kog'Maw is not the one that Bjergsen goes to assassinate. The double marksman, Bjergsen killed Belter, could not get Cody's son, and Ole just ate all the damage at the start of that fight for the front line of Immortals.
That is a tanky top catch, and that is going to be a Baron on 3. TSM were able to sneak through the feathers. See if they can do it again. Only a couple shots left.
So that's the turret falling, so there's a lot less distance to cover. The first blade color already used. Now the inhibitor open, and normally a team will not defend when the turret's already gone, but they're going to go for this one. Knock him out. Ole, let's bounce. Only pulls in the support, though. He's going to pop the shield, stays alive. A nice storm comes across. That's going to be the first kill. And Hanser's dead. There's no backline threat anymore. As the second kill comes in, Rakan is gone. And Immortals with the double kill on Cody's son, looking to make it keep happening. And it's a knockup with the flash from Flame on a Bjergsen. 3 kills so far, and it's only the backline left, and he can't do much with it as the double actually came through for Flame. And Doublelift can now only watch as suddenly it's going to be Immortals picking up the kills in the Nexus turrets. Looking to knock down the minions. 5v1. I'm not sure he can do this one. But there's from to buy some time. Wants to kill Flame. No blade call yet to be had, though. And Pavotta looking to kill him. His ex-teammate from 2 teams ago under the turret. As the turrets fall, the Nexus now laid bare, and Immortals gonna tie up the series 1-1, hoping to be and gain that first championship.
We have our
main engagement, it's definitely going to be his.
All right, so Immortals lock in their composition. It's very similar to the last one. 3 big beef balls in the front line, double marksman in the back. Slightly different. Shen can join, but so can Shogath. And here comes the engage one more time. Gonna grab him into the turret. But now that Devour is down. TP coming in. Poboter to join the mix. Can they have it? Shockwave gonna pull him in. First blood to Bjergsen. Now can they get Sven? Gonna try to knock him around, but he stays away. Poboter has been trying to roam, hasn't found it just yet, but now a 3v1 against Hanser. Not a lot of ways out. Flash is down. He could not possibly survive this. And they're gonna make sure they give the kill over to Cody Sun. They all stop auto-attacking. The Chomper's there to be sure about it. And Cody Sun getting his first kill. They can push this wave in, and with Jasana around, you can rocket for him twice. And as long as Tom Kench is waiting, you're fine. Yep. Out he goes. That's had the pulverize down, so Ole can take the shots. Now who's gonna join first? That's the real question. Better damage into Tom Kench, but he's fine. And the TP actually pulls double belt a bit far. Do they have the re-engage damage? The taunt to buy a bit of time. The headbutt buys a few seconds, but it won't really matter. Biofrost does not have a way out. The kill gonna come through. A second for Cody Sun, and the re-engage. So a bit of a 5v4. Flame had T-Star up. You can't easily go for Drake in the face of a Cho'Gath. They're Smithy low on health. The package comes across, a lot of damage towards Flame as well. They force the flash to one. Orianna on the other side. He's got to be careful though. He can be Shockwave killed. Goes for the dunk, gets the ulti in as well from Shen. Shockwave not going to get the kill until it does as Bjergsen triggers the Thunderlords. But a trade as Cody Sun now has his third. He's out of mana, but he's still got bullets aplenty.
And the Drake was smacking away at Immortals the entire time, so they have to pull off of the Drake. And now TSM has Biofrost back from base. They might go for the Drake.
Monster slows the Chomper. I think this is likely for TSM to grab it. It's going to be Immortals forced to go away. And a 1-for-1 plus the Drake still going to TSM. Poboter not in a position to stop this. This will be an easy grab. TSM going to grab that. Chomps it away. Hanser gets another stack.
Chunk Smithy beforehand while the Infernal Drake was on him, so Bjergsen was the one really creating all of it.
The flashless Orianna. Shockwave not going to be enough to kill off Poboter. And now a flash engage. Biofrost wants in. Is there going to be enough though? With Shen on the other side of the map without a way of joining. Who's actually a 4v4 despite the earlier kill. Explosive charge. Going to do some damage to the rest of the teaming. Smithy a bit low. Ole the same.
It's about 5 seconds on explosive cast for Sven Skaren.
Ooh, not going to find the engage just yet.
3 kills. Now he's got the Hurricane completed, but
the Shockwave gets him, and there's no way out for Ole. Read his name backwards, flip it around, goodbye, he's dead. Third kill of the game now for TSM, and again,
still incredibly close. Now Pobelter's going for one.
Wants to play, gets the penalty as well, and Bjergsen does have flash, can he get away? Yes, he buys some time, but the shot still lands. The Trinity Force comes in on that, and now the re-engage taunt, no unbreakable will, and he is broken. The Cataclysm as well, and Hanser has the flash, does get away, popping the silence. Still a 2-for-0. Props to Immortals looking for a bit more. The knockup is in. They still want Hanser. Watch out on the backside as Doublelift looks for the duel. He might just get him. The health bar so low for Poboter. Staying alive in the shot. Gets Smithy back actually. So Hanser making it a 2-for-1. 1 back for TSM.
A little bit of an overzealous dive there from Immortals. TSM get 1 back and they're still chasing. They're buying time right now. They're trying to buy time.
Smithy's trapped. He's been knocked up. There's no way out for him. He's going to take the penalty. Dunk in towards Hanser and try to buy a few more seconds. Trio goes down to Biofrost with the Ignite.
They got no money. They got to pay for it.
With TSM collapsing just the right way. Get the feast before it can jump away. Now turn for Baron.
Teleport coming in for Shen. Shockwave's going to land the body slam, the explosive cast. And the shutdown comes through. 2 unanswered kills now. As the engage might come back through. Looking to shut them down. Cody Sun's got the damage up, but does he have the front line to keep him alive? A nice knock up there. They're going to look for the Shen on this one. Flame's trying to get a help. Puts the dodge stun, buys a few seconds. The stun comes out from Biofrost, and Hanser's on the chase. Flame's going to be careful. Ole going to flash, going to pop the shield to survive the explosive charge. The knockup's there. The shield comes in time. He's running away. He's almost running down by the heel and the face.
But
the whole team's
matter.
coming in.
Shockwave's up in 5.
Now they see Doublelift. They see Poboter running out of house. He's going to jump in towards Sven. And the play still towards that Baron. 2,000 health. Biofrost's in range. They're going to rush it down in time.
Hanser can feast it.
Hanser, can he feast it? He's looking for the play on the kills instead. Red team picks up Baron. But the trade as Cody Sun falls. Now how good's the chase going to be? Can Doublelift get resets? Does he have assists on this? Can he hit Ole? Now he does get the reset. Won't jump the wall though. 2 kills picked up. Trade though.
Needing Biofrost or Sven Skaren to make a play.
Looking for the flank from Poboter. Looks at elite Doublelift. Look at the damage up with their 500 left. Here comes the dunk. Looking for the burst damage across. And the Valkyrie coming in for the damage. The package not quite going to kill just yet, but Hanser chasing to Cody Sun. Not quite the kill though. And now it's time to lifesteal back in the Cho'Gath. The Stoneplate fades. Does not get the one shot. And he's not going to be that Cinder crossplay he wanted as Cody Sun gets himself the kill. And the biggest take is gone. But the trade kill going to come into Poboter. But now it's Doublelift falling. And it's only the 1 carry left. And it's Bjergsen looking for the play. Gets a lot of damage on Smithy. He's taking the turret. Has to flash away. The zap. Not quite going to help on this one. Hanser. What does he want to feast?
Feast.
It'd be a triple stack either way. He's going to look for this one. TSM looking to burn down the dragon. Does Immortals find themselves the fight? They go for the shot with the back line. KazaLoLLCShighlights is gone. Ole can't save it. The Elder Dragon grabbed as well. TSM with 2 kills. Looking for the third, and Ole is going to be shut down. You have to imagine the damage is there despite the shield. The Pulverize is in. 3 kills plus the Elder Dragon for TSM. But Pobelter TP's top lane to try to get a trade.
This time TSM go for the objective and they get the kills afterwards, but Pobelter is taking down the inhibitor turret.
He's looking for a bit of a base race.
Make a play. That's a big shogun.
Not sure he can stop Hansa. The slows are in. Look at the silence as well. Gets away from the rupture. No feast for a while though. Can he lifesteal tank this? He's trying, but he's getting burned down. There's no way out. Pobelter just gonna get chopped down by Hansa. The kill as the rest of the team pushes the base.
20 seconds left on Cody and Ole. TSM have tanks in the front and still some minions there escorting. They want to win right now.
The turrets are a given. Can they get the Nexus in time? It's going to be some time bot here as he taunts in and puts in the dodge. 1 turret's gone. Cody's up in 3 seconds. Flame looking to buy a few more time, but be careful. The re-engage could be there.
The team.
They're going. Immortals is looking to disrupt this Baron.
They have the damage up, but they're going to try for this one. Damage in a pile. Frost does have the ulti for a few more seconds. He has to wait, actually. Can't pop it in time, so 1 kill. Get excited for the Jinx, then. Lands a bit of damage.
For the objectives to respawn, but if they can find that shockwave, it can mean the end of the game.
7.5 HP. We know Pobelter can be threatening. Here comes the push once again for this inhibitor. Middle respawns with bot lane under fire. Rage's Glory pop, stun to Shen. Can't let him into the back line. And a taunt coming across, but a closer charge gets him low. They're going to go for the re-engage on Shen. Flame almost dead, gets popped up by Ole. Now into the back line. Pobelter getting a duel. He's got to watch out. Shotgun pulls back, getting Smithy. They're going to knock down the juggler. Hansa gets the feast for the kill. 5v4, and the chase continues. TSM knows they've got the advantage as the inhibitor is going to fall, and they can walk right back to the mid lane. Even a surrogate super minion sitting around.
This is going to be number 2, and with 40 plus seconds left on Smithy, they could try and end the game. There's only 1 Nexus turret left.
Complimentary super helping into the mid. Bjergsen chunked to half, but he's going to be fine on this one. No damage that matters on a double explosive charge. Look at the damage on that turret. 2 more hits from dead. It's going to fall. 5v4 still. They're missing Smithy. Can the backline even get some damage across? Double pretty safe. They pop the Shen ult just to keep him alive a little bit longer. KazaLoLLCShighlights doesn't find the fight he needs, though. Hansa's still going to be safe onto this one. Here comes the CC for Biofrost to chase in and pull out through the backline. But the damage output is there, and Double takes down the Nexus. 1 game away from their 6th championship.
What a lead choice. But you could see some flash here. It's been
Still a frontliner. It's still a tank, and it still has a decent landing phase. We'll see if that comes through. It's certainly not as durable a frontline. Sustain tools for pretty much all 4 players in that lane. It won't mean too much, but Walter getting pretty rough trade against him, though. Good damage out of Bjergsen. But here comes the Smith. He's going to find double him. Going to knock him towards, and now he's going to get away without being stunned up. But you've got to watch out for this one. The Pulverize in, the pullback. They got it. First blood comes through. Ole grabs with the.
This would just be a brute force dive.
All right, Kukin going in, TP's available. Here comes the team. All 5 could be in this one for Immortals. They're going to get the stun in the point blank range. Head up Pulverize. Equalizer on top. Hoping to equalize the scoreline of this game. The stun turned around to double him. Absolute perfection. A double kill for Flame now as Hansa forced back to the turret. Cooling is on. Dance to the side. Nars running out of health. But now a 5v2 behind the turret. The flash to headbutt him into the wall. The Pulverize, he gets away with the flash though. Jumps back to the side. Explosive cast doesn't find much of anything. Now Flame being slowed down. Somebody heal to keep him alive. The clock tower thrown at him as well. Gonna stay alive though. 2 kill window for themselves. Right now Rift Code being attacked. Sven spotted out in the wards. Headbutt Pulverize lands. Here comes the chase in. The auto's gonna land quickly. They gotta land the stun. They do it so well. That was beautiful. Even Cody's son gets the kill. His first of the game.
Again, no hesitation.
No one has yet rejoined that bot lane.
The other way around,
Coming
Rumble's
first.
flanking up.
Cristano's far away. This could be a 5v4. The flash Pulverize in a 2. The Blade Collar as well. A lot of damage to the backline. Hansa stays alive, but he's stuck under the turret with the team. Flame wants into this one. The double kill comes through with the Flame Spitter. And Bjergsen can't get the kill just yet. He's pulled back in. Cody's son getting a kill as well. Now only 2 alive for TSM, but they want onto Smithy, taking the auto attacks, but the charge is too fast. They knock down the Vision, and Double just going to run away. So, one of the fastest Barons in LCS Finals history, 2017. And Immortals at exactly this. Beautifully for himself. We'll see if the pressure can continue. Bot lane under a lot of pressure right now. Cody's son gets the damage. Ole there to push people back if they need it. Turret falls. 122 minutes looking for more. The Immortals have still shut out TSM so far in this game. No, 1 turret did finally fall in the top lane. I take that back, so TSM on the board somewhere. But the Immortals are going to knock down the inhibitor under 22 minutes. They've knocked that one down. Stun to land. Auto attacks in there as well. Out they go over the wall. Still no way to really speak of as the turret's still taking attacks.
I mean, the Lucian mid, Baron down, but they look for engage.
They force Bjergsen's Valkyrie out, which buys him a few more seconds to knock the turret down. Some damage is there. The autos come in. There's that one picked off. Hanser back to Mininar. Means he is not a threat right now. Hexstrike and a Cleaver not threatening enough. But the charge is going to come in. The double knockup is there. Can they bring the targets? Yes, they get Cody Sun. He was never able to get away with it. Flash and the Featherstorm still available. So now the chase is in. Cody Sun losing the ultimate. Looking for the #2 kills. They can't quite get Biofrost. He heals back up. Zonia's in Flame puts out so much damage, but a triple body slam lands, and Flame is gonna follow shutdown. The reset's coming in, Exhaust is in, the flash to follow. A double kill in for double lift as he wants to take this game over.
Are you the charm? And they get a team fight victory and a Drake.
They had a 10,000 gold deficit, Kobe. That's the only thing you did. Poked on the first assault. Immortals just relentless.
Nagar's threatening, but keep in mind Cody Sun has all his defensive tools available except for the heal. Biofrost, no flash. See if he can find his way in, though. There have been some good engages out of TSM before in situations that maybe weren't supposed to get them. Inhibitor down. Bot still to respawn. Top the last one left.
Nar still trying to run over, does not have Mega currently.
This is the only inhibitor with a turret up. They're going to go for the charm. They find one on a Cody Sun, on a Pobelter rather. He's going to be okay for now. Can he jump back? He's going to be fine. And here comes the re-engage. The Equalizer comes across, but the first kill comes into Hanser. He knocks down Pobelter. Equalizer buys some space, but Hanser building up some rage. He might get himself a little bit more in this one. A nice root stops Sven for now, but Smithy's running out of help.
Frozen
Still dies to the Hurricane. Not the Hurricane, but the Hyper. And a 5v3, TSM could look for more.
TSM keep pulling out these team fights from a massive deficit, 2 down on Immortals, and they might look to force around Baron with this 5v3.
Crunch burned by Hanser. Doesn't actually get away. I believe that was the crunch, not the transform. 5v3.
They don't have a lot of time. Minions are flooding into their base, so TSM have to force it now.
And they're all pretty low on health right now. Cody Sun's got to watch out. He's got the ulti available. Look at CC Duck gets away with it though. And the first kill might come through. A flash to stay safe. The chase. Bjergsen gets the kill. Doublelift it is. Actually for the damage up with 2 kills picked up. No trade for Flame. He's going to lose his life. It's the ace for TSM from a 10,000 gold deficit. It's 8 straight kills and now the Baron.
Unbelievable comeback so far for TSM.
They even have time to teleport Hanser back to the base and defend the Nexus turret.
Susan and Doublelift both have to respect some of the engaged tools, but this will be a lot of damage. Nice little body slam actually keeps Doublelift safe, and Ole's running out of health, pops the ultimate. Smithy on the back line, Nazi explosive gas brings them in, doesn't quite get Pobelter, but Ole nearly dead. The redemption, and it's gone! New goal from orbit! Biofrost with the support on this one. How much can they get? Is the turret's going to fall? NT has a look for their first inhibitor. Not much of a contest right now for Immortals. That will drop. TSM now up in gold for the first time in half an hour. TSM certainly the team with map control. Little inhibitor should be respawning soon. They actually find the pick onto Meganar. Hanser back to mid. He's going to get stunned after they have the burst, so they need to get the rest of the damage across. He hops, he flashes, Redemption comes in, but they have the damage output, and at what a timing, he'll be dead because the inhibitor is open, and again, there was only one Nexus turret, so how good is TSM's wave clear? It's 25 seconds on Hanser, and Immortals say, that means Baron for us, if they can get there in time. Hanser has, he's going to see him without ward. The headbutt not going to be used just yet. He sees him, pushes him, but the body slam buys some time, and they don't know how long it's going to be until it falls. He's not going to be in range. Smite comes through, and Ole about to help. A big explosive cast, but the backline stays alive. Here comes all the damage. Cody Sun gets burnt down by Bjergsen. 2 kills already. Make it a third. Xmithie falls, and 5v2. TSM looking to close it.
They can either go down mid lane or even grab an Elder Dragon buff for themselves before they start up, but they're going straight for the Nexus.
Ole completely sold out to peel that fight, but forgot about the 5v5 that was surely going to happen afterwards. TSM get 3 kills. Now they're pushing for the game.
Can Immortals stall long enough? 30 seconds left on Smithy. 15 on Ole.
There is 1 minion to break the contest. It is a weaker Elder Dragon, but still a good buff for TSM.
Yeah, still a good buff, and they'll have a window now to try and push down a second inhibitor. The problem, though, is they have it down.
Coming down as well. They need this battle to start soon, because Xmithie cannot get away from this one. Pops the ulti, gets the stun. Damage on his Sven. Big Equalizer across the backside as well, but Redemption going to heal them back up. Sven will stay alive. And Xmithie running out of health. 1 kill picked up. TSM 5v4. They found Cody Sun. They've got 2 kills already, and Doublelift is jumping for joy, jumping for the kills. And they're going to pick up the third. 5v2, ready to go.
Rack them up. They're in place this time. The minion wave was cut, though. And the Baron does help Immortals hold. It will be pretty tough for him to hold for this one.
With the wrist getting shot at. Doublelift.
Doublelift wants it.
Won't quite kill him. He's going to stay alive. The wave's up in 20 seconds. The respawn's in about 30.
Hunter has had to go back to base to deal with some minions here for TSM, so it's still a 4-man push to end the game.
The turret's going to fall. That's number 1. 23 seconds of Cody Sun. 30 on Flame. Here comes the cannon wave. A 4v3 push.
With Hunter back, it makes me think they aren't actually going to overextend.
One wave where there is inhibitor disadvantage for Immortals. If they can find
They find double. They don't find the kill just yet. He gets away. Survives the equalizer. Here comes Redemption to buy the front line some more time. Lock and pop as well as they go. Meganar pulls in. Only the takes Flame. Gotta run away. 2 kills. The resets. The double. It finds himself the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th. The ace for TSM.
Hunter teleports to the top side, and he's going to run the minions through the base.
This may be the final victory lap for TSM. This time, the death timers look long enough. Haunter has the minion wave, escorting it into the base.
And there's nothing but the AI left to defend. TSM shut the door. They say this is the exclusive club. TD Garden home to so many greats, and TSM cement themselves as the greatest team North America has ever seen. 6 championships and 10 splits. They have never missed a final. They have never missed Worlds, and they are once again your North American champions.
What a comeback in that game. Immortals were knocking at the doorstep. 10,000 gold up. Inhibitors already destroyed.
And the momentum swing was so stark. It was 7 kills to 0. It ended 8 kills to 20.
Team fight after team fight after team fight executed by TSM.
20-1 straight in kills, and there is a moment these players will share yet another time. Jurgensen's 5th. TSM once again, North American champions at the end of summer. 3 in a row.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. That's right. I'm here with the entirety of our NALCS champions here in 2017 Summer Split TSM. Again, making history, gentlemen. 6 out of 10 victories, 3 in a row, 2 splits in the same year. We already heard from Bjergsen about what that meant, but I'm going to come to you, Biofrost, first, because you also took MVP for this series, and you are 3 for 3 in NALCS titles. What does this mean for you to just keep piling them on?
It means a lot. Of course, winning is always nice. I didn't think I played that well in the last game, but I guess we came back, so that was nice. Yeah, it just feels really good to be on a really good team, and TSM, they picked me up when I was a challenger support, and Peter, he just took a shot with me, and yeah, I'm really grateful for that.
I mean, everything's working well for you guys right now. Parth down there at the end of the table with the trophy. I'm coming to you next with the question of why is TSM so good? Why does this organization continually find themselves in the finals and continue to come away with victories? What separates you from the rest of the NALCS pack?
I think it comes down to like the foundation that we built from like beforehand when Andy was still on the team. Just the competitiveness he brings and the foundation he gave to Bjergsen when he handed the reins over, and then when Peter came in. It's the same foundation that's built into like everything we do in terms of how we practice, how we play, and how we approach every opponent and every season. And as long as we have Andy, I'm pretty sure that we'll still continue to be the top.
And now, Bjergsen, you've been the member of this team, specifically a part of that organization the longest. How has that been for you, this journey with an organization that seems to be built so well and to have such an incredible infrastructure to support your career?
Obviously, like Vincent said, I was really grateful the same. I was picked up from a team that was getting relegated to TSM, the best team in North America. So that was a lot of pressure on me, but the infrastructure in TSM, especially Reggie, helped me become a smarter player, become a better teammate, become a leader. And that's what I try to help my teammates with every day, to give back to them just like Andy gave to me.
Doublelift, you're the only player in the North American LCS to win a title on 2 different teams, CLG and now TSM. You still remain that. Of course, if Xmithie or Pobelter had won, they would have joined you in that club. But alongside that question, you've now won with 2 different organizations. What separates TSM from the rest in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, kind of echoing off what they're saying, Andy's a really smart owner, and he's a really smart player. And after I 3-0'd TSM, he managed to pick me up, so that was a really great decision. But no, I actually learned a lot about just how to deal with my, my personality and how I mesh with the team, and also in-game things from Andy and Bjerg a lot. I think we have really good leaders on the team, and that's the infrastructure that gets the team going.
Now, you specifically had the challenge of stepping away from the game for a portion of this year, returning to the roster. I mean, all of you had that challenge of working back through that. Bjergsen, you talked about the fact that you felt there were other teams that did things better than you throughout this split. For you, Doublelift, what was that journey like individually, trying to work your way back into the professional scene and still be just as dominant?
You know, I wouldn't say I was that dominant. I had some pretty bad games in this finals, but I did mature a lot through that break, and I've come to appreciate and love being a pro. And the place for me is on stage competing, and that's what I've learned from that break.
Well, we're happy to have you here on this stage, as long as you're willing to stay. Hauntzer, you've always been so vocal about wanting to be the best top laner, not just in North America, but internationally. If it comes to that, the NALCS All-Pro votes, top lane was the closest of any of the roles, 66, 60, 59. You sat in the middle there with 60. But here you are, taking the title, the crown, over Flame, over players like Sunday. Do you feel like you're now undisputed the best top laner in the NALCS?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you can't be the best top without having results to back it up, right? And I mean, Sunday Flame, they're good, but they've never won, so that's why I say I'm the best.
There you have it. It's plain and simple, man. You got to pick up the W's. Svenskeren, popping over to you now. A lot of people coming into this matchup. When I was talking to them, asking analysts, what's going to be the key? Where is this going to hinge? People are pointing at Xmithie, saying that if he can get work done in the jungle for Immortals, that might be what it takes for them to take you guys down, the Kings. How did you prepare for this match? How did you stack up, knowing that a lot of people were looking at him as being the way that Immortals would take a victory?
Yeah, so Immortals was our primary scrim partner for like a long time during the playoffs, so I think we just already knew a lot of the things they were going to do, so I don't think we were that like scared in the early game kind of, because they used all the stuff in the scrims against us, so we just knew they do a lot of top ganks, and we just have to survive the top ganks, and then they don't do that much other than that. And the series was my Gragas versus his Sejuani, so yeah, I think it was pretty close in the jungle, so.
Now, okay, now let me ask you this, coming right back to you. Going to Worlds. TSM's aspirations has always been performing at Worlds. Svenskeren, what's different this year, right? We've got a lot of hope here in North America for international play. What are you going to do to deliver on that hope this time around?
I mean, in my opinion, I think we should just go in with like kind of okay expectations. I didn't like last time we came in and we thought we're just going to smash it all and be the best. So if we're a little bit more humble, I think we should be able to do better than last time. Anybody else have anything to add there with international play, what they expect at Worlds this year? Doublelift?
How do you guys climb to the top? How do we avoid the same fate?
I don't know, dude. That was such a
That's not the answer.
I mean, we just... I hope we just get lucky, that's all.
Man.
I think for me, it's now I think we're a lot more of a mature team.
Yeah.
When we played Summer last year, our opponents were just a lot worse than they are now. So we were used to winning, always winning lanes, always making the first play. And when we went to Worlds and sometimes we lost in the early game, we were just lost and we didn't know what to do. But like showing like this game, we got completely smashed and we still managed to keep our heads in the game and come back. I think that's going to be important at Worlds, being able to play games where we're behind, games where we're even, and that's a big strength for us now compared to before.
Where did this maturity come from, Parth? You get to watch all this, right? You've been with the team for quite some time. Actually, in terms of titles held, you're 4 of 6 with TSM, so you've been around the block here with this squad. What's it been like to watch these guys grow, mature, not only as players, but as people as well?
I think every time we've gone to an international tournament and done poorly, we've learned a lot from it. All that experience from last Worlds, from MSI, that experience is going to make us a stronger team going to this Worlds. We're going to know how to approach boot camp. We're going to know how to approach the group stage and each opponent. And so hopefully that experience is what carries us through And that's something that we didn't have last year.
I want to give you guys an opportunity to talk about your opponents just real quickly. Immortals will be joining you guys for their first trip to Worlds. So as some of the most experienced North American LCS players on that world stage, what would you have to say about this Immortal squad, the way they played today, and what we might be able to expect from them come the World Championship?
TSM has a lot of experience starting 10K gold leads, so I don't think we can help there, but the experience here should help them calm their nerves and make the right decisions when they're ahead. But I think Immortals will struggle a lot from playing from behind, which is something that we're really good at now, kind of like what Soren said. That's something that you just need to drill and think about. Always keep mindful of, like, how are you going to come back?
Well, we've got some weeks to go back, nose to the grindstone, prepare for the World Championships. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your North American LCS 2017 Summer Champions Team Solomid. Gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to come up here, celebrate with me, answer my questions. I'm running out of questions. You guys got to stop winning North American LCS finals because I don't know what's left to ask. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here. On behalf of myself, the casters, and the entire live broadcast crew, a special thank you to Boston and all the fans here, and congratulations to our 2017 Summer Champions. We'll see you next time. Jensen.